Welcome to battle number 2 of the final set of quarterfinals in the FnF Oreburgh Gate Draft League preseason. This battle is going to be featuring Startoad's team, Michigan Magnemites, versus Benji's team, the Star Conquerors. As a reminder, these Z Pokemon are Cottonee with Z Any, Cryogonal with Z Any, and Oricorio Pau with Z Attack. It does look like there have been no changes in the team made in terms of the Pokemon brought, but we can have changes still in those movesets, the EVs, the items, the natures, the abilities, and overall the strategy. So this could go differently from the last time. Who knows? I do think that Startoad's going to be changing Lickitung up into a Seismic Tosser. I think that's going to be his best course of action because it is very bulky and hard to take down. Benji didn't really have a reliable way of taking it down since it had Heal Bell. So if he switches to Seismic Toss, I think that would be a really good move for him. I also think that he used Girder a little bit too recklessly in the beginning. So he might save Girder for later on in the match because it could be a really good late game bulky threat. As for Benji, he definitely is going to be using Cryogonal a lot. I think Cryogonal was very good in the matchup last time. He might have given it Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Ground to deal with that Magnemite. And Rhyhorn might be... I thought that Rhyhorn got Sturdy. Maybe he didn't pack it last time. Oh, it doesn't have Sturdy. Interesting. So I think he's going to be saving Rhyhorn as well since Magnemite's Flash Cannon hit it very hard. So this is going to be an interesting battle. Let's see how this goes. Both of these players vying for that spot in semifinals. Startoad needs to get a win to go to Game 3. Benji needs to get that win to move on to the semifinals. Let's see how it goes. In terms of leads, I think we'll see maybe Cottonee and Quilava. So actually we see Palpitoad come out first, and Diablos the Rhyhorn is the first one to come out. Rhyhorn switches to Duramboros the Maractus, and Palpitoad goes for a Toxic. So it looks like Palpitoad has Toxic capabilities on it. And Palpitoad's going to switch out into Lickitung. Duramboros goes for the Giga Drain to try and hit super effectively, but it's not going to work. The Toxic, meanwhile, doing its thing. Knockoff is going to remove Eviolite from Lickitung, which makes it a lot bulkier, and that Wish goes up. Duramboros has leftovers, but that Toxic damage is going to damage it over time. It switches out into Rhyhorn, Diablos, and Lickitung goes for the Protect to ensure it gets that Wish. It doesn't work. Diablos is now free to set up a Stealth Rock if it wants to. Girder's the next one to come in, and Rhyhorn goes for that Stealth Rock, so switches will be punished in this match for Startoad. Another bulk up from Girder is going to make it a lot bulkier. Duramboros here to possibly knock off that Eviolite yet again. Drain Punch is going to do big damage to Duramboros, bring it down to 24%. And again, we see that knockoff remove Eviolite. The two bulkiest Pokemon on Startoad's team now lost a lot of their bulk. Duramboros being sacrificed, that knockoff could have removed the leftovers and also simultaneously take down Maractus. Dancing Burb comes in, ready to use a strong Psychic attack, and Grimer comes in to take that Psychic attack. It goes for the Revelation Dance, and it doesn't work because of Grimer's Dark typing. Pursuit is going to hit. Will it take it down? It does. Down goes Dancing Burb, the Oricorio. Very good move by Startoad. Diablos the Rhyhorn comes in. Nothing wants to take an Earthquake, but Palpitoad's the most reliable in taking an Earthquake, and it actually looks like Sunny Day is the move that is set up instead of Earthquake. In comes Uragan the Whirlipede, and Earth Power hits Uragan. It's not going to do that much damage though. Uragan is now free to do something. I don't know what it's trying to do. Maybe Toxic? Yeah, it Toxics Palpitoad, putting Palpitoad on a timer, but we do know that Startoad still has Lickitung, and Lickitung can easily Heal Bell. Palpitoad staying in, going for the Scald, trying to get a burn, and it does get the burn on Uragan. Uragan is at 2 times defense, but it is burned, so it can't hit too hard. Lickitung comes in, and the Sludge Bomb is going to hit Lickitung, not doing too much damage. Sun is still up, so it looks like this is Heat Rock Rhyhorn. Lickitung gets Toxic, but it goes for the Wish. Lickitung can easily stall out here, so Quilava is the one who comes in, and Lickitung is going to Heal Bell, securing the team. This is Quilava's chance to shine. If it goes for the Sun Boosted Eruption, it could do massive damage to anything in its path. And Quilava does go for that Eruption. It takes Lickitung down to a whopping 35%. Lickitung is going to go for Toxic on Quilava. Lickitung might not be able to handle another Eruption. It might protect. Nope. It gets hit by the Eruption and taken down. The score is now 5-4. Lickitung being lost is going to severely hamper Startoad's defensive capabilities. And in comes Palpitoad. Quilava goes for the Hidden Power Grass, and that takes Palpitoad down to 3%, but the Earth Power takes Quilava down to 23%, barely hanging on with Toxic at 5%. Palpitoad taken down by the Extra Sensory, and the score is now 4-3 after Quilava gets taken out by that poison damage. Rhyhorn still doesn't look too comfortable in this matchup. Girder is the next one to come in. Of course, you don't want a Toxic Girder in case it has Guts. But it does get Toxic by Oreburgh, which could be very scary if this Girder has Guts. Oreburgh goes for the Protect to stall out some of that Toxic damage. There's no Heal Bells anymore. There might be Aromatherapy on Cottonee. I'm not sure if it learns it. But yeah, Girder's going to be worn down really fast by that lack of Heal Bell. Knockoff takes down Oreburgh, and Girder is now sitting at 28%. The next Pokemon, if it has Protect, can stall out this final Toxic damage. Velkhana does Protect, and Girder goes for the Mach Punch. It doesn't work though, and this Toxic is enough to bring Girder down to 4%. In comes Rhyhorn the Diablos to take that Mach Punch. It does 38%, and down Girder goes. A big check to Cryogonal's now gone. Cryogonal might be able to wreck things if it has Hidden Power Ground, especially versus Magnemite. Cottonee goes for the Memento, bringing down Diablos. Interesting play. Diablos goes for the Stone Edge, but it doesn't work, and in comes Grimer Alola. Diablos still going to stay in versus Grimer despite the Memento, and Diablos goes for the Earthquake, still does decent damage despite that Memento, bringing Grimer down to 46%. Knockoff brings Diablos down to 6%, and another Earthquake brings Grimer down to 14%. It probably won't be able to handle Freeze Dry from Cryogonal. Diablos is now gone, and the last Pokemon standing is Cryogonal, just like last match. Velkhana comes in, and it goes for the Freeze Dry, taking out Grimer, and the score is now 1-1. This is it. Magnemite versus Velkhana. Did Velkhana bring Hidden Power? It looks like it didn't. It just uses Freeze Dry. Magnemite has Flash Cannon. It does do decent damage to Velkhana. That special defense drop could be game determining. Velkhana continues to go for Freeze Dry. It brings Magnemite down to 51%. Flash Cannon bringing Velkhana down to 34%. Velkhana looks like it's losing this matchup, but it does have access to Recover, which we have to remember. It looks like it uses that, and Flash Cannon brings it down to 52%. Still no special defense drop on Velkhana. Velkhana goes for the Protect, stalling out some of that leftovers recovery. Magnemite has no recovery, so Velkhana now at 64%. This looks like Velkhana can take it if there's no special defense drop from the Flash Cannon. Velkhana uses Flash Cannon, no special defense drop there. Velkhana now recovering as well. Velkhana using Protect to get some of that leftovers recovery. Magnemite trying so hard to break through this wall, but that special defense, even with super effective attacks hitting, it is so hard to bring down Cryogonal with its massive special defense. Flash Cannon hits, there's still no special defense drop. This might be it. Velkhana is still going to play it safe though, going for the Protect to make sure that it gets some leftovers recovery. Magnemite having a lot of trouble breaking through. Velkhana goes for the Freeze Dry. Magnemite's now at 5%. Flash Cannon does not bring down Velkhana, and one more Freeze Dry will be enough to do it. Velkhana goes for the Protect, though, just in case. Magnemite using Flash Cannon. Velkhana's now at 38%, and the final Freeze Dry is enough to take down Magnemite. And again, we have a 1-0 score for Benji over Startoad's team. This is a 2-0 set score, and Benji and the Star Conquerors will advance on to the semifinals of Oreburgh Gate Draft League. Startoad and Michigan Magnemites eliminated from bracket due to the fact that it's a single elimination. Very good performance from both of the sides, though. I think that Startoad definitely played this one a little bit better. He had a lot more options, but it all came down to Cryogonal again. Cryogonal being very specially defensive, so once you remove those physical hitters, even with good special attackers with super effective moves, it could be extremely hard to take down. Thank you very much for tuning in to quarterfinals of the FnF Oreburgh Gate Draft League. And I will see you for those semifinals coming up. It's sure to be a very exciting time, so stay tuned for that. Until then, this is Noel from My Cornet. See you then.